Good morning. I am in the mood to draw some of my characters again. That's okay, J-Pause. You come to whatever streams that you can, if you want to. I don't mind. Where was I? Right. So, I have this girl who her son has gotten updated art. I need to update his art again, but I think okay. Thank you. These guys were actually originally adopts, but I ended up keeping them and then didn't use them for months after keeping them because I couldn't decide where to put them. Am I? Thank you. These guys were actually originally adopts, but I ended up keeping them and then didn't use them for months after keeping them because I couldn't decide where to put them. I can hear it a little. Let me mute for a second. I probably just have to restart my headphones. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. Alright, I forgot that I was muted. Let's see how everything sounds. Alright, I forgot that I was muted. There we go. That sounds good enough. Anyway, where was I? So, these guys were originally adopts, that I ended up keeping because I liked their designs. I liked Rosie Star's pose. And then I didn't use them for like a long time. Because I was gonna put them in a different story, but I just didn't like them there. So now they're moved to Broken Trust. Because originally I was going to have the, as I've talked about before, but JPods wasn't here, so I'll repeat myself. Broken Trust was originally going to be multiple characters having their trust broken, and one of the concepts was a leader's betrayal. And that was originally supposed to go to Kindlewood and Rosie Star. But I ended up putting that concept into another character, so sorry about the dogs. I ended up putting that concept into two different characters, namely Umbershade and Bright Dawn, with their leader, Weaving Star. But I ended up weaving these guys into the story a different way. Bright Dawn, who is essentially the main character, she seeks refuge in Rosie Star's clan, and she's found by Kindlewood's mate, Puffin Sand, on a patrol. She is evil. I love her though. I'm excited. I'm sorry, I don't know what's up with the dogs today. Not that they've been particularly good during any other stream in the last, like, week. But yeah, I need to draw Weaving Star. I have a headshot around here somewhere. There she is. Because I wanted to simplify her design a little. Only just because I don't like drawing speckles. Oh, it's puffin sand, like a puffin, like a bird. I don't know where the name came from. Um, I don't know if these cats would know anything about what puffins are. I don't really care all that much when I name cats. I'm not a huge stickler of, do cats know what a hammer is? Um, I just name them whatever I want to. But I took one look at that guy and said Puffin Sand was his name, so. I mean, I do have an OC named Hammer. I have Hammer Strike, but he's named after a hammerhead shark, so I don't know how much he counts. I need to look at her son. Where is Kindlewood? There he is. Okay then. Let's see. I think I'll talk a little bit about Rosie Star. Let's see if I can. There we go. I do really like her story that I have so far. Though she is not. I need to develop her a little bit more because her story is mostly uh, connected to her son and how her actions affect him. Give me one moment. I will be right back. Alright. Sorry about that. Oh, her head ended up really big. Whatever. I don't her head floof is a little too big. Let me fix that. There, that looks a little better. Anyway, I said I was going to talk about her, and then I got distracted. So, I guess to start off with, talk about her personality a little. Rosie Starr is very much a, oh, it'll work itself out kind of person, cat, whatever. She's very hands-off in situations, and she ends up, as a leader, she ends up pushing most of her responsibilities onto her deputy. Which, I mean, the deputy is there to take some of the responsibilities and to help out. But when your deputy is your son, and help out ends up being essentially the leader, while the actual leader just sits around, it's not the best. Oh, are all my characters from the same universe? No. I mean, they could be, technically, but they all have different lore to them. The only characters that are in the same universe are, if they're in the same folders on Toy House, then they're part of the same universe. Again, technically, I could make a huge, like, extended thing where they're all part of the same universe and they just live in totally separate areas, but so far, they're all just their own thing. What was I saying? Right. The only characters I have that are from, like, different sets of clans that are in the same universe, I haven't actually done very much with them, but, I have a set of clans. There's Sun Clan, Moon Clan, and Eclipse Clan, and then I have another set of clans, which I believe is Salt Clan, Slate Clan, Mud Clan, and Ocean Clan. They are part of the same universe. Now I kind of want to talk about their lore. I'll save that for a different stream. The only characters from those clans you can find on my Toy House are, is her name Midnight Dawn? Or, what's her name? they're in the Blood and Water folder. Raja and Midnight Dawn are the only cats I have right now from that. Give me a moment, my cats are fighting. Alright. I will talk about those clans and their relation to Sun, Moon, and Eclipse clan. But I want to be drawing some of the characters to be able to talk about them, because I like having that visual. And besides, right now, I'm talking about Rosie Star. Where was I with her? Right, anyway, she's neglectful of her duties, and she pretty much puts everything on her son. Many question why she was ever made deputy in the first place. And what they don't know is that at the end of the previous leader's life, he became pretty paranoid. Hi, Icy Drift. Welcome. The previous leader became pretty paranoid. And he really didn't trust most of his clan at that point. There was nothing to be paranoid about. He saw something when losing his second to last life that he didn't know how to handle. And no one really knows what that something is, aka I haven't thought about it yet. How do I do this? But anyway, so while he was after he where did my thoughts go? After the loss of his deputy, and him needing to choose, I am remaking her pose. It's very hard when it's not just sketchy and I actually have to put detail. I'm trying to figure out how to do it and make it look good. Hi, diary, or whatever you want. Anyway. So, when the last deputy, or the previous deputy, When he had to choose a new deputy, I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted by my animals. He was not sure who he could trust. And so he ended up going with Rosie Moss, who happened to be... This looks so bad. Whatever. It does not matter. It'll look fine. It does not look fine. Whatever. Rosie Moss was one of his previous apprentices, and so he felt that he could trust her. Unfortunately, Rosie Moss did not make a very good deputy or leader. She was fine as deputy. I mean, she got patrols out. They weren't very good patrols. She mostly just threw together whoever showed up next to her first. And sent them to the first place she could think of, or she let them choose. But she made it work. But by the time she became leader, she kind of let things slip. Whatever. That looks fine, I guess. After becoming leader, she really leaned on her deputy. I haven't decided who her first deputy was yet. I'm trying to decide what would be most fun for the story, or impactful, I guess. It was possibly her mate, but I'm not 100% on that. But either way, she left a lot of her duties to her first deputy, and once she needed a new deputy, she ended up choosing her son, Kindlewood, who had just barely finished training his first apprentice and was absolutely not ready for deputyship. But under a different leader, he may have been able to make it work. Aw, see you, Leo. Thank you for watching and have a good day. But under a different leader, maybe things could have worked out. But under Rosie Starr, he was given a lot of responsibilities that he just didn't know how to handle. and he really drew away from his mother after this. She already had big expectations about him, just because, like, well, you're my son, you should be important. Don't you want to be important, son? He did not want to be important. But anyway. So at this point, he's at the point of, like, the beginning of the story. Kindlewood has learned how to deal with being essentially leader a little. He's still very stressed out most of the time, and he's gotten to the point where he's trying to get Rosie Star to do anything. When he was first made deputy, he reluctantly just did what his mom told him to do because, well, she's his mom and also his leader, so he thought that's what he was supposed to do. But eventually he gets fed up with that, and now he tries to actually get her to take her role seriously. Which is hard to do. But he does succeed every once in a while. He does like, though, that he is kind of allowed to make choices that he wants. No, she doesn't take her job seriously at all. But Kindlewood ends up finding a groove in his essential force leadership. And he gets to a point where he's fine being able to make decisions for the clan. He will pass them by Rosie Star, because that's what he's supposed to do. But he knows 9 times out of 10 she's gonna ignore what he says and just be like, yeah, do whatever you want. So, when a young cat shows up on the border, or in their territory, scared and alone, he immediately promises refuge for her. And he's pretty sure Rosie Star won't fight him on it. Except she does. Because this cat, Bright Dawn, then known as Dawnlight, is seeking refuge from Valley Clan, and Rosy Star's clan, Glade Clan and Valley Clan, are currently not on good terms. And while Rosy Star doesn't care about much in the way of her leadership, she does still care about her clan. And she knows that taking in a cat from Valley Clan could mean some big trouble for her own. So she, surprising Kindlewood, she outright denies the request of refuge. And they fight about it for a long time. They fight about it for like more than a quarter moon, which is like a week if you don't know warrior cat times. All the while, Dawnlight is dealing with her own things. I talked about it a little when I drew her. I don't remember what stream that was, but I gotta go back and rename my streams and stuff. Anyway. Eventually, they come to an agreement, which ends up being that Dawnlight can stay, but she isn't allowed, like, she essentially just has to stay in camp, or she can't have the freedom that she would if she stayed in her birth clan. She must always be escorted by at least one cat if she's going out in the territory. She can't go near either of the borders, or any of the borders. Things like that. And Dawnlight accepts and adds that she would like a name change. Stating that, I mean, it would be best to hide herself. She wanted to leave her original clan because, so I did talk about this a little bit when I talked about Umbershade and Bright Dawn, but essentially, here's a quick, like, 2 minute rundown. Umbershade is taken into Valley Clan by Weaving Star, who raises her up to essentially be her, like, second in command, her right-hand man, essentially. Bright Dawn, who is friends with Umbershade, is getting Umbershade to pull away from Weaving Star, which Weaving Star does not like. So, despite Weaving Star's deputy's wishes, she sends Umbershade to get rid of Dawn. And so Dawn flees her birth clan and ends up in Glade Clan and is taken in by Kindlewood and Puffin Sand. And she can't go back to her birth clan because, well, She's wanted dead. And thus is the beginning of the story, or not really the beginning of the story, but there's the very quick story. Hope you caught it all. I said it kind of fast. But, where was I? Right. Dawnlight requested a name change. Which Rosie Star accepts because it'll be easier to Sorry, I don't know what the heck happened. It'll be easier to hide Dawnlight if, no one is calling her Dawnlight. And so she switches names with an apprentice who already wanted their name changed. And so she becomes Bright Dawn. And Rosie Star's fine with that. She has no issues with the name change. And so everything is pretty much fine. While Bright Dawn is there. Rosie Star doesn't have too much to do with the story after that because she essentially just goes back to not caring. Come on. Line. But yeah. Her son Kindlewood is definitely the more important of the two of them. And at some point, I haven't decided when, Rosie Star does either die or give up her leadership to Kindlewood. Because at the end of the story, he has taken up his place as Kindle Star. I think. That's where I am right now. I'm not entirely sure if I like it. The story is always subject to change, of course. He also may just not take a leader name. I'm not sure yet. This is stuff I will have to decide if I ever want to, like, make anything of the story. Right now it's just something fun for me, to rotate in my brain and occasionally draw characters for. I have no plans to make it anything more than that, really. So yeah, that's essentially it for Rosie Star. She's a nonchalant, she's not incompetent, she's just not a great leader. She was not made for leadership, but it was thrust upon her in a desperate time. She is very lazy. She doesn't even really go on patrols all that much. Was she always that way? To some extent. When she was an apprentice, she would sometimes try to shirk her duties and get some of the other apprentices to do them for her. And she found that it was pretty easy to distract her mentor by just getting him to tell her stories. I hate that leg. It looks bad. Just do that instead. Does that look any better? No. Okay, I'll see you, Icy Drift. Thank you for watching. I hate drawing these poses. I never know what to do with the back leg. But, that behavior, the quote-unquote lazy behavior, got worse as, she was given more responsibilities. No, I hate it. I don't know what to do with her back leg. I'll leave it off for now, I guess. But yeah, Rosie Star got worse as she was given more ability or responsibilities, because she could justify it more in her head that, well, she doesn't need to do this. I mean, she can always give this responsibility to a warrior or her deputy. She doesn't have to take all the responsibility. She can give it to others. Which has just ended up into her just kind of sitting around, not doing much. Also, hi, Demissia. Welcome. Welcome to me struggling on what to do here. Let me look. Sometimes references will just help. I think it's really just the position of her leg that's my big issue. Let's... Does that solve it? I guess. I guess that looks alright. I'll go with it just so that I don't have to keep struggling. Sure. We'll go with it. This is a difficult pose anyway. I don't... It's got so much that I struggle with. Where is your eye, man? I forgot it. She is a drama queen. There we go. That curl looks a little weird though. Good enough. No, I know how to fix it. Welcome back to Odyssey struggles for an hour trying to fix one mistake. Trying to make one thing look good enough that my brain is like, yeah, that's fine. That looks still bad. Whatever, I guess it's fine. I need to stop. Say potato if you're real. I don't know if I wanna change her design at all. Um, it's a little bland, but I mean, this is my design. I'm using it, it's not for sale or anything. And I'm usually okay. Making more simpler designs, I guess, for myself. Um, Also, I feel like sitting down cats are such a struggle. I'm mostly just unsure if I should add stripes. Ooh, I'll have to see after stream. I'm very excited about this alphabet challenge. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Um, I'm debating giving her stripes only because Kindlewood technically has stripes. Um, I mean, not really, but if you made him a real cat, he would be considered a tabby cat. Um, and I just don't know. I think she's fine with just this look to her. I tried to give Kindlewood a more complex design and it did not work. So I am still not sure if I want to give her a more complex design or whatever. I need to redo the art I did for Kindle because I pretty much immediately changed his design back to this, but like better. The little swirl was just not for him. Ooh, congrats on drawing lions. I need to draw more lions. I'm thinking of doing, I don't know how many people would be interested in this, but, I would like to do an adopt batch that's like a starter pride. I'm thinking either like 1 lion, 2 lionesses, and a cub, or just a bunch of lionesses and a cub. I don't know. I'd have to gauge interest since I mostly just do warrior cat designs. Ooh. I'd potentially do a Lion King Lion Guard. Uh, something. Adopt. I don't know. Have I ever tried drawing dogs? I have. Um, I don't do it very often, but I have drawn dogs before. And the last fox I did was not great, but that was like almost a year ago. So I really need to try it again. I just spend way too much time drawing cats. I also need to try dragons again. The last dragon I drew, I think I did pretty good. Full body at least. I just want to work on it a little more. Huh. Something feels off. I know it feels off. I forgot her little marking. Yeah, they're really difficult. I'm not great with, I'm not amazing with, claws. The talons and the legs just give me a lot of trouble. I have never enjoyed drawing legs. I'm mostly fine with how I do them now, but again, something I don't particularly enjoy doing. There, does she look a little more finished to me now? Yeah. I really need to give more art to the baby I just adopted, Mr. Theo, and his little birdies. There he is. He's just so cute. I've been looking at him for weeks, and I finally was able to buy him. And there she is. There's Rosie Star. I wish I knew how to pronounce Theo's creator's name. I am not even gonna try it, but he's on Toy House. He is in there with my dragons. Anyway, there's Rosie Star done. I think. Yeah. He is just covered in orbs. He's even got a little bird necklace. These three are his babies, even though he is still pretty young himself. I haven't decided exactly how old he is, like mentality-wise. I still need to play around with him a little bit. But, I think with that, I'm probably going to end stream for today. Thank you guys for joining me. And I will see you again on Monday. I think that's... yeah, I don't think I have anything else. So, yeah, see ya. Bye. Yes, actually. He is like an older sibling. Anyway. Bye. Have a nice weekend. See ya.